Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So today I've got a lot of products that I wanted to show you, but in particular I wanted to focus on the eyeshadow and the foundation. A really big shout out that I wanted to do was for the W7. W7 range are something that it was my first ever makeup that I started to purchase, as well as Max Factor Pan Sticks. And this is their Prime Magic Primer. It's the Universal Primer, one of the first primers I ever tried. W7 are a very affordable range. They're actually one of the first, I think it was the first eyeshadow palette I ever tried. I'll try and put it up here. Was a W7 palette, and it's just their primer. It's universal and it's camera ready, and it is so good. So I'm going to be using that today, but particularly today I wanted to talk about the Makeup Revolution's Allure palette. You get 8 colors. I love the packaging, just beautiful. When you do get the packaging at first, it comes with the colors here, and they're very true to what they actually are as well, and they're all named as well. So let's just have a quick look before we put the primer on of what the eyeshadow palette looks like. So you get a mirror. And this is what they look like. Beautiful glitters, but not too many. It doesn't take over, which I really like. And then you've got your kind of maroons, your creams, and you've got like a kind of a deep orange there as well. So we're going to do that. But first of all, I wanted to go in with my Prime Magic. So you don't need a lot, and it's like you don't use a lot of product because it has that squeezy control tube. It's clear, you can see it coming out there. So I don't really need that much, and I kind of put it around the face. It's like a gel formula, and I just wipe it around the face, and it just blends in so nice. I love Wet n Wild products, but that primer, I think I'll show you, that I used in the last video, I even put it in the fridge overnight, and it didn't really, I just didn't find that it worked for my skin very well. So I didn't find, for the reasons for me, if you're wondering why, is that I didn't find that the product came onto my skin very well. I didn't find that, I just wasn't comfortable with the consistency. I know they do a hydration one, which is the blue. I have the pink. I think I have it here to show you somewhere. So I do love Wet n Wild. I've got some eyeshadow palettes, so I did try the Luminous Primer Stick. I tried it, just didn't work for me. And this actually came up as a suggestion on Amazon, and I think I last purchased it like 6 years ago. But I never went back to it, and I should have, because it's really, really good, and it's a good dupe for the high-end Smashbox as well. So that's something to look at. Really, really good. It feels really good on the skin too. Really, really good. So yeah, it feels really smooth. So we're going to go in with a foundation, and Revlon is something I haven't got in a long time, and it's the Revlon ColorStay Longwear Makeup. Mine's in normal to dry, and it's 24 hours. Not that you'd ever need it, but it is 24 hours, and you get 30 mils, or it's 1 fluid ounce. And this was under £7, I think, on Amazon. And again, I love the packaging. It has a pump as well, which I absolutely love. So we're going to come out. Mine is in Fair. I've been really struggling to kind of match my skin tone online. I think it's when the summer months go and the winter comes, I go a lot paler. So mine is in Fair. So I'm just going to pump. That's what it looks like. Really liquidy, beautiful consistency. And we're going to go in with my foundation brush here. This one I haven't used in a while, but it's a really, really good one. And it's the Laura Geller foundation brush. I got that I got the Laura Geller foundation brush with the Best of the Best palette, which I found on QVC. The only purchase I ever did on QVC was the Laura Geller The Best of the Best Basics, and I will pop that up somewhere if you want to have a look. So that's what it looks like. And we're going to spray the brush with my Vitamin E Hydrating Mist that I also use on brushes as well. Okay, and we're just going to take it with the brush, actually. We're not going to put it on the skin. And we're just going to take it, because that way we get a good coverage, and we're not putting it in places that we might not need it, and then it prevents using it or overusing the product. So we're just bringing that right up to the hairline. I got my hair colored back to brown. I'm trying to just make it natural. I'm trying to make everything as kind of stress-free as possible. If you're in, I will give a shout out to them. A&A Hairdressers in Kidlington are amazing. If you're there, go and take a look. They're really, really nice people. Really, really good rates, and they also have, they're just really, really talented people, and they do great hair and cuts as well. So they're very, very nice people, and they also have a cafe attached. So basically, before COVID, it was one big hairdresser, and then during COVID, just before COVID, they had plans to kind of expand one half, because it was so big, into a cafe. and it's doing so well now, and it's beautiful coffees. It's amazing. So you can kind of wait, if you're a bit early for your appointment, you can kind of just wait in there or just go in there anyway. They have lovely ciabattas. It's just really nice how they've done it, because for years it was a hairdresser, and now they've just kind of split it, and it's really, really nice. So yeah, so I'm going to put a bit more, but actually I'm really happy. It looks like skin. And that is certainly a colour match to me. So it just goes to show how your skin can change throughout the seasons. So I'm going to go back in a little bit more, but you can see how that worked putting it on the brush. Nothing was overused. Yes, I do have to go in again, but we're definitely not, you know, wasting product, which is really, really good. So again, and we're just going to pop it on the brush like that, and this is going to be so 2 pumps is what I needed. You might not need it if your skin is in a little bit more. I'm still kind of trying to rescue my skin. It's gone from oily, for years being oily, to kind of dry and patchy. So there was a recommendation for one of my friends, and I have it here. It's my first time ever using it this morning, and it's the replumping serum from Garnier. It's their hyaluronic acid, 3% hyaluronic acid, aloe vera and glycerin, hydrates firm and supple skin in one use, which I did notice this morning, which is really, really interesting. When my skin is in really bad shape, I use a vitamin C booster, and I tried to get one that's really good. Kind of Garnier do a vitamin C one too, but if you've got a Superdrug near you, Superdrug do their own, and this is Vitamin C's Detox Skincare Invigorating Skin Booster. And what a skin booster is it kind of brings those cells to the core of your skin, and the new cells, it regenerates the cells quicker, and it's got a huge amount of vitamin C in it too, and it just gives you, it's like, you know, a workout for your skin, a bit of a plumping effect, but all that vitamin C is going into your system. Vitamin D and vitamin C is what we really lack in England and Ireland, because vitamin D obviously you get from the sun naturally, so obviously we take supplements, and vitamin C again is another kind of form of kind of really, really good ingredients. So this is something that I've been using now for a year, and it's really, really good. It has the highest no concentration, so I'll read it out for you. So it's it has Collode Plum, which I'd never heard of before, but Collode Plum has the highest known concentration of vitamin C of any food known on the planet. So I will put, and it has goji berry, which I had heard of, and that has these are 4 fruits known to calm, induce energy, and well-being. So even the smell is beautiful, guys, and you get a little you can squeeze the amount you need. I'll just show you quickly, guys, because it is quite a good find if you can get it, and you just control, and the smell is beautiful, kind of a tangerine smell to it, and I think it's under £10. If you have a Superdrug card, it's probably cheaper if you've built up points. So yes, something that I would really, really recommend. So yes, so I think bar concealer, I'm happy with the amount. So that was 2 pumps, I'm going to put that on, but I had this years ago. It's not by any means new. So that's the Revlon ColorStay 24 hours long wear makeup. I will put the price up. Everything today was bought on Amazon, and it's normal to dry skin. So, and again, 30 mils. So really, really good, guys, really good. So now let's move on. This is something that I got on Cult Beauty a long time ago. I do have my e.l.f. here, but I wanted to show you guys Milk, and obviously everybody knows Milk. They do makeup and skincare. They're relatively new, not really that new. This is a concealer. You could certainly use it if you had really good skin as a foundation too. Mine was in 2C, and it's just gonna do that now, but it has a little doe first, so you can control again what you put on the skin. And this was something I just wanted to try. I wanted to try Milk. I'd heard a lot about their primers and their moisturizers, and I really needed a concealer. And I just wanted to try. I never really delve away from e.l.f. Camo Concealer, but it was something I really wanted to try. So we're just going to go to the normal areas there. And I'm going to use my foundation brush again, just to kind of buff in. So what I usually do is just, particularly in the under eye, I just warm up my concealer before buffing it, just so I'm not dragging the skin. Okay, and I don't really mind everywhere else because I'm kind of going upwards, but particularly around the inner eyes and things like that, I do like to kind of do that first. And then what I do is I stipple concealer into the skin rather than dragging it around the face, because you are trying to locate it into one specific area. And that really just complements the foundation shade as well. And then you kind of just stipple it down to where the foundation was, and they kind of blend in together. So that's that. It doesn't take very long. It is a thicker consistency to e.l.f. Camo Concealer. It is much thicker, but then I find it doesn't cake. So that was my big concern, was that sometimes thicker concealers can cake, but it doesn't cake. So that's something. Now, it is a higher end. It's probably the higher end today of all the products I have, but it was something I thought if you want to invest in. Milk are really good. They're also vegan, and you know, they're a very good product. So they do skincare, they do moisturizers, cleansers, but I was really looking for a concealer maybe that I could try outside of e.l.f. just out of curiosity, and I just find this particular doesn't break me out and it stays throughout the day. So you've got another option there if you want it. So yes, but it is the only kind of higher end of today, really. But I could not promote the vitamin C invigorating booster anymore, because I do have skin that one day could be acne, the next day I could be dry and dull, and it's just great. It's great. You can add it into your moisturizer, you can put it on before moisturizer, you can use it night and morning, so twice a day. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm really happy with how the foundation and concealer kind of blended together. So now what we're going to do is just kind of set that with our powder. So guys, just had to get the powder. There's always something I forget. So this is Collection. Again, really budget friendly. Got this on Amazon. Collection's pressed powder, set and finish. And I'm just going to put that in the areas, the T-zone, areas that I know I'll definitely need throughout the day. But again, I will say Revlon ColorStay. And if you hear the door, sorry guys, it's really warm, and I'm not complaining. I know I've said that before in videos that it's really warm in this house, but it's on a set timer, so actually it works really well for when I'm in work, because when I come home it comes on. In the morning when I'm getting ready it's on, so I'm not complaining at all. But when I have days off and I have a little bit more time and flexibility, so today I'm a little bit later in getting things done, it's still on, which, you know, I just usually wouldn't have it. So I have the window open, which then knocks the door with the wind, so I really do apologize for that, guys, if it does happen. So yes, that's the powder. I just, again, kind of cheeks, nose, around the mouth area, areas where I know it will kind of throughout the day naturally it does happen. So that's kind of the foundation, concealer. We've done our primer. Again, definitely recommend Prime Magic. There's a green and a purple one too, but I find the camera ready clear one is absolutely fine. So now what we're going to do is go in with our blush and contour and highlight. And just for time's purposes today, because I did want to kind of look at the Makeup Revolution palette more in depth, I thought I'd just go to my palette. Not that you've seen this before, so I don't have to go in depth in terms of kind of the complete range, because I do have a video that it goes into when I first got it from QVC, and I will pop that either up here or down below. I could do both really. So this is what it looks like. You get 3 eyeshadows, you get the blush, the blush or the contour. I use this as a bronzer, and then you've got your 2 highlights here, and then you've got 3 really nice eyeshadows. So absolutely, you could take this anywhere. Very holiday friendly. This was a limited edition, but they do have really similar, if not even better ones now on Amazon or Laura Geller website itself. So yes, so we're going to go in with this bronzer, and it's the Baked and Brighten in medium. That's what we're going to go in with. So I'm going to get my contour brush, but that's just to place it, and then we'll kind of lightly buff it out. I love this color because you can go with these colors here. You can either choose to go lighter or deeper. I'm going to take that and start to press it along, and then we can buff it out when we need to. And you can see the color is beautiful when you go into when you swirl it in all the colors. So I swirled it in all the colors, and it does come out a little bit more intense. But what you can do then is go into your kind of blending brush, and then just kind of buff that out. And once it goes up to the hairline, it does start to look natural, so that's absolutely fine. And we're just going to bring that down to the cheeks and the cheekbone. Really just get a nice gentle, maybe half contour, half bronzer. Okay, and then we're just going to go in here. Don't bring it right down to the cheek. And again, I will buff this out, so if it's coming off strong, as you buff it out, it goes back into like a normal, natural looking, and then just make sure all of that blends back into the hairline. So we're going to buff that now again. Okay. And I have to book lessons now because June is going to probably fast approach. That's my driving test. So I'm going to be booking lessons this week as well for March. Time is just flying by. I don't know what's happening. Time is just absolutely flying by. Okay, so we will go in with a little blush. I'm not going to go in with a highlight today because the eyeshadow, for me, the Forever Dynamic Allure, there is quite strong colours in that and I love it, but I don't really want to go in with a full everything glowing face. You could go in with highlight if you want to, but today I'm just going to focus on the eyeshadow palette. So we are going to go in with blush, and the blush is called another baked one, Baked and Brighten in Pink Buttercream, and that's that one there. Again, do look at the video when I do kind of go through everything. So I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques blush brush, and we're just going to bring that up the cheekbone so it doesn't kind of interact with the contour. And I love how you can get in one swipe with the Real Techniques. It's the angle and the shape of the brush. Perfect. So we're just going to do that again. And again, you can certainly buff that out again. So just buff that kind of to make it look more natural. I am actually happy with that, but if you're not, it's coming off stronger on camera, in fact, than it actually is. But it looks absolutely perfect for that. So I'm going to do my brows and then we're going to come back. So I just did my brows really quick and I used my e.l.f. and this is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. So you've got your brush on one side and your pen on the other end, and it's really quick, really good. And I just thought for time's purposes today, and mine is in brunette. So let's just deep brown, sorry, not brunette. So now we're just going to go and have a look straight away at those colours because they're just amazing. So let's do swatches. So this is, again, the packaging, I have to say, is just beautiful. I like this size as well, so perfect for travel, anything like that. But even just if you have an area where space is limited, this is a perfect palette for that too. So let's have a look. These are the colours here. Beautiful. I don't even think the camera is doing it justice. Beautiful, beautiful colours. So let's start to swatch them. So we're going to start with these two here. So let's just swatch those for you. And that's what they look like. So you've got your matte brown and that really, really deep plum, and that has like a shimmer to it too. And let's go to these two. So you had a shimmer purple and a matte brown there, and the matte brown actually comes off quite cool rather than a deep. And then you've got your kind of purpley plum shimmer. And then we're going to go, and I will say shimmer and not glitter, because if you look, there's a different consistency with this plum than the other two glitters. So let's go with the glitters now. So we're just going to rub our fingers into that. And that's what they look like there. So you've got some very similar consistencies in this one, and then you've got that gold as well. Now we're going to go into this row here. So you've got your really nice cream, you've got a deep, deep colour here. The pink kind of shimmer looks like it would come off quite, you know, glittery. Let's do that one first, actually. That kind of gets your attention. And it actually, I was going to say that it looks like it might come off a bit like just an all-around sheer, and it does. And as I mix it too, it kind of goes into the consistency that this one went into. So yes. So let's do proper swatches of the other three. So let's go in with these two here first. They feel beautiful. So that's kind of your matte version of maybe, actually there isn't a kind of colour match to that one, but it's a matte cream, and then you've got your, this is what I meant, sorry, so this is like a dry, not dry, a matte version of the purple we went into before, and then we've got this really kind of medium orange tone, so let's go into the medium orange tone, and that's the medium orange there. So they're really, really nice consistencies, guys. I can see that they would last. Let's just wipe off and go in first with our primer, and I'm also going to go in with the lip injection, and this is from this is going to set while we're doing the eyes. So this is Too Faced Lip, I've had this for a while, Too Faced Lip Liner lip injection. It's the extreme version, but you don't have to get this if you don't want to. I'm finding that I'm wanting my lips to look a bit fuller, and then I'm just going to go in with a normal matte colour, and this is number 7's, and it is just their nude lipstick. So I just wanted to make it a little bit more kind of like plump my lips a bit. They say it hurts, but it's a little bit of a tingle. It doesn't hurt, guys, I promise. But it just gives your skin, your lips, that kind of plumping effect. So what we're going to do, and you do let it dry, so you don't straight away go into the lipstick. So it has a little doe fur. It smells kind of like strawberries. It's beautiful. And I can attest it doesn't have, you know, it's a tingle effect. It certainly doesn't hurt. And the smell is just beautiful, but you do have to let that set. And it's moisturizing, very, very moisturizing. So we're just gonna do that while our eyeshadow is being done. Our lips are gonna set with that. And again, I've had that for a while. So I think, in fact, they'd probably just be two high-end today, which would be Too Faced and Milk. And they were just to show you, basically. I've had them for a while, too. It's not something that I've gotten recently. Okay, so what we're going to do now is decide. So I think I'm going to go in with this colour just above the crease, this one here that we swatched. And I'm going to go in with my, and this is just my Nevepscu brushes that I got on Amazon a while back. They've just been cleaned. So we're going to go in with that now using the mirror. So this is what it looks like. And we're going to go with the cool brown actually. Let's go with the cooler brown. And we're just going to swipe that. So straight away that is really strong and it comes off a bit warmer than it does. So this is the one I've actually gone in with. And it comes off a little bit warmer. So what I'll do is I'll do both of the eyes in that and then we'll come back. Just kind of blended them both out on either side. So that's the colour we used there, and it actually came out a lot warmer. But a beautiful, beautiful colour. I forgot to put my eye primer on, but what I would really recommend is Pigment Base from Profusion, and then it's a white consistency. You can get the clear one, but I think I don't. Things were going on. The phone rang and things, and I was just I didn't actually put on my eyeshadow primer, but that's what I do use. It's Profusion. I will put the price below, and it's their Pigment Base, and it's really, really good. So now what we're going to do is, there is a lot of darks. There's only really lights here, so that's going to go in the inner corner, and then after the inner corner, I'm going to pop on some of that gold one in the inner corner, and then we're going to go in with a deeper one at the end. So what we're going to do is place that on now, and what I might do is actually wet my brush for the glitter section. So what I'm going to use, this is just my eyeshadow brush. This is just from Amazon. It's a non-branded, but it's been so good. I've had them for 6 months. They wash really well, super pretty as well. So I'm just going to spray that, and I tend to spray any glitter. It picks up easier and then it places easier too. So we're just going to go in with that golden shimmer here, that one there. So let's do that now. And again, the swatches were absolutely beautiful in this. So let's go in with our, and we're just going to go in direct here. And how's that looking? Just going to go in a little bit more because sometimes the glitter is hard to pick up. It's coming off gently, I can see. Just gliding that across. So I can see it's definitely coming off, but I'm not sure if it's coming off on camera. Let's do a little bit more. And then what I might do is go in with my finger for the rest. So I'm only taking it to here because we are going to go in with that darker colour. So we're just going to go in with my finger now. I'm going to take my little finger and go in. That's what it looks like. And we're just going to glide that across. And that's definitely come out a little bit more now. You can see if I come up close to the camera and look down, you can see there. So that's certainly come off, and they really complement one another. You can see a slight shimmer, but they definitely complement one another. So what I'll do is I'll do both sides and then I'll come back. And actually my finger worked a lot easier than the brush, so that would be something I would definitely recommend, is going in with your finger with the glitters. So now I'm going to go with the warmer. Now it's interesting that the cooler toned brown came off warmer on skin, and so I was going to go in with just what I would have said was the warmer here for the darkish colour, because we don't want to go too dark. You could absolutely go in with that, it'd be fabulous, but today I'm going to go in with this one here, and we're just going to, again, I'm going to actually place that. Actually, I'm not going to place it with my finger. I'm going to use my brush. I'm not going to wet it this time. And we are just going to start here and then move it to the other corner, never going beyond here. It picks up really nicely on the brush as well. So I'm just going to deepen that there. placing gently and then buffing with the other brush. So I place with one and I buff with the other. And then we're straight away going to go in. We're not going to let that settle for too long. So that's really warmed up, and it's kind of like really giving it like a reddish tone, but also kind of giving off plum vibes as well. They blend really easily. There's no fallout, which I really love at Makeup Revolution anyway, or Revolution Pro. I've got a couple of their palettes. I've done a few, I think over time, I've done a few reviews. I would always recommend them, highly recommend them. So that hasn't come in any more than I wanted it to, and you can see the cut off there with the glitter as well. So what I'll do is I'll do the other eye and come back. I know, and I do want to say I needed the tiniest amount of product on the brush to get that effect, so it's definitely long lasting. The colours are popping on camera, which I really love, and they're just so easy to work with, so easy to blend. I would definitely recommend doing the kind of using your fingers for the glitters. But I wanted to show you just before I put my mascara on and curl my lashes with mascara, just to see what you could see and how you feel that turned out. I think you could definitely go darker, but for me this is perfect. What I'll do is my mascara and then we'll come back. So I've just popped on my mascara. I used the Mile High Mascara Soaring Length Volume, and that's what that looks like there. So yes, I really like that. It was only about 2 coats I needed, but definitely would recommend this palette, guys. You could certainly go darker. Look at those deeper colours. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And they could be all round, you know. You could just use this one for the summer with some liner and mascara for the beach. Nighttime, you'd have all these areas. Obviously it screams things like Christmas time, things like that, but you could certainly be creative with all of these colors. So you absolutely, like autumnal I can see too, but we're coming into spring, we're coming into summer, and these 2 colors would really be good too for spring and summer. It was only $8.99 as far as I know, but I will double check below. And again, I have to say the outer packaging is beautiful. Again, if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of space, this is perfect. You know, it's not going to take up a lot of space in your makeup section. So now we're going to start again and do our number 7 lipstick. That's definitely plumped it up. I can even see on camera it's plumped up my lips, so I'd highly recommend it. There's a tingling sensation. It doesn't hurt. There is a tingling sensation, because obviously it has to get to work to plump your lips. So we're just gonna put on our Nude from number 7, and if I just swatch this for you here, this is what this looks like. So you do have to work with it a bit, but it's just enough. It's like in between a gloss and a lipstick. Very, very moisturizing. And it's just given that natural kind of plumpiness, but it's given it a color too without taking over anything. And they feel so good. It's like a moisturizing effect on the lips. I got this in Boots. So yes, that's it. And to keep it in your bag, I find that it lasts about 3 to 4 hours. That's the only thing, but it's beautiful. I keep it in my bag if I need it. And nice little cute packaging too. And that's just in Nude. So yes, I'm going to spray my face in a minute with my setting spray. But this is the kind of look, the end look for the Allure palette from Revolution. And again, beautiful colours, guys, long lasting. And the only reason I say that from Revolution, even though we haven't gone through it today, is that I do have Revolution palettes. Their formula is amazing. And I just think they bring out so many good palettes that it's really, really good to add to your collection. So this one, I think, for me, would be used a lot. Loving the plums, loving the reddish tone to this one too. This is beautiful. So definitely, you know, keep a lookout for this. Very, very nice palette. I would highly recommend it. So this was today. Again, can I just give a big shout out to W7 Primer, Prime Magic, because it's just amazing. It will keep your makeup on all day long, and I think it is a dupe for Smashbox as well. Yes, so and the other thing I wanted to just highlight today was the Revlon ColorStay foundation, which is one of my favorites. It's probably not talked about a lot, but I would highly recommend it. $5.99 on Amazon, comes in an array of colours, long lasting. Mine's in normal to dry skin, but it does come in oily, and a beautiful, beautiful foundation. It really feels beautiful on the skin. And again, one more shout out for the vitamin C detox skincare from Superdrug. Their invigorating skin booster. If you're having a bad day or a bad week with your skin, this is amazing. Either add it into the moisturizer, pop it on before the moisturizer, and it's amazing. And again, I've only used this once today. It was a recommendation from a friend, and it's the aloe vera, hyaluronic aloe vera serum from Garnier Skin Active, and I found it amazing. I popped it on first thing this morning after my skincare, and I found it just really made my skin pop, and I loved it. And let's just show you what it looks like. You get it. It looked a bit. It just did. Given the size of the box, it did feel look a bit smaller, but you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. So and it's hyaluronic acid replumping serum, 3% hyaluronic acid in that too. So yeah, and it does say in the box you will notice a difference from the first day of use, and I definitely noticed that. So I'll be using that morning and evening too. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'm really getting back into my vlogs as well, so you'll see a vlog this week too. Getting my life back in kind of where I want it to be. Keep a lookout for a giveaway video too. And thank you so much to everybody. I really appreciate it, guys. If you have any video ideas, pop them down below. If there's anything you'd like me to do, and I'll see you in the next video.